Well, here we are. We are here at the conclusion, the final part of Final Fantasy X No Spear Grid playthrough. The Impractical playthrough. I haven't said that in a good bit, but yeah, the Impractical playthrough. We have come a long way from part 1, back January 1st to where I am now. It's been a good bit. For the final time, let's show off the Spear Grid. Everybody is still in their exact same spot. The only person, as I've said many times, who has moved has been Tidus, just to get the ability flee, just to make things a little easier on my end in the back end of the grinding and just getting through the parts. But that is it. Everybody has stayed consistently the same level, same abilities since the beginning of the run. Alright. Now, I did say I was going to do a little bit of grinding. I didn't do anything too crazy. All I did was refill a little bit of the Shining Gems. I didn't go all the way to 99 because obviously the drops for those and finding the enemies and Omega Dungeon, it's kind of a rare enemy in an encounter, so I didn't really feel like grinding for a few hours to get 99. So I just said, you know, screw it. Blessed Gems, I said, like, oh, maybe I'll get like 50 of them. I only got 4. Because there's another thing, the enemy that drops those is kind of rare too. And after like 30 minutes of grinding and only getting 2, 3, I was like, nah, screw it. It's not worth it at this point. So, yeah, this is it right here. Like, that's it. There's not much else to do right now except go up. Let me just make sure the equipment is set. Tit for tat, silent strike, for strike. I kind of regret the sensor. I really wish I could have put on double overdrive. It's too late now, because actually I was thinking about, I was like, you know, shit, I could have actually given Auron a sensor weapon, because he doesn't really need first strike at this point. But, you know what, that's a decision I should have made a few parts ago. You know, it is what it is. It's too late now. There is an open slot here. I have been considering putting something on this, but you know what, there's not really anything else. I could add auto potion, but it's like, what's the point at this stage? Auto shell is kind of pointless at this stage. So I'm just going to leave it as is. And this is pretty much going to be the team. The only person I'm probably going to bring out is Lulu. So, yeah, that's going to be it. Okay, let's go. Nothing to do but go up. Inside the nice little pink circle oval thing. Now for the confusing, also kind of annoying part of the run. So you have to walk around this room. You can't move the camera, and you have to collect items. These little like gems here, you have to collect these. But you have to also watch out for the crystals that are coming on the floor. If they touch you, that's an encounter you gotta fight. And these are some hard fights. So right now, I'm gonna try and avoid all of them I can. I have to get 10 of these. So this is definitely the slow method. You know, I was young, I was stupid, and I'd like run around actually trying to like get it, just kind of blind running. But it's like, that'll get you into a battle. I just hate this part. The camera is so slow. And the game really wants you to move, like, towards the, like, where it's at. But it's like, you do that, that's suicide. You're going to run right into one of the crystals right there. Just like, no, I'm just going to let the game be slow. It'll take a bit longer, but you know what? I'm content that I'm good. And I was gonna say that for a second, like, ooh, actually the camera goes a bit faster when you collect the item, but it's like, now knowing the game, they might, I can't remember if they actually will spawn one of these crystals where you're standing if you collect an item, so I'm just not even gonna stay there with it. Just in case. Look how slow this is. It's like slow as molasses. So even to the end, I gotta complain about something. Damn, we only got 4 right now. I'm about to speed this up in editing. Put like some Benny Hill music over this. It's like, boy, Elro took me back. Remember when people were doing that for like years as like jokes? And I put joke and quote. I can't talk because I think I did it in like my Ocarina of Time Impractical playthrough. So I really can't speak. It's like, you know, there's gotta be like a new thing that someone can play fast over like footage to speed it up. You know, Benny Hill, for what it was in the time, you know, it was a great joke. It was a good parody for the show. People did it for a long time on YouTube. You know what? It was quite good. But we're in 2021. We can't still be doing the same jokes that people were doing back in 07. It's like, ain't nobody doing Zelda TDI jokes this year. So it's like, I ain't gonna do a Benny Hill joke. I gotta add new tech to the game. It's going quick. So, you know, I might have to speed it up. You know, you're in luck. Maybe not. Yeah, this is gonna be a bit. I'm gonna speed the rest of this up. So montage start. Hey, I did it. Well, that got tense. There are actually some moments I thought I was gonna get hit by one of those. See that moment where like they kind of threw like a random one in between? There wasn't even like the light there. I just was a good feet away. This game's trying to play dirty at the end. It's like, hey, you made it this far. We gotta play these dirty tricks now. Look, we're back here. He was flying around the ocean. He's like, my old man. And then, do I need to recite the lines again? Yes? No? Alright, I'm not going to do it again. Alright, this is the last time we're going to be able to do anything with this menu. So, if you are playing this game, get all your abilities, everything you want, set right now. Because the second you walk a few feet, you don't get another option to do anything. Now, I can't have Kamari rocking a capture. Oh, Waka. He never got the world championship. Remember when in the beginning when I was so ambitious? Like, you know, I might have to pull... What? When did he get this? When did he get a no encounters weapon? And look at this. I've had... You mean to tell me I've had a no encounters weapon for a good minute? Wow, you know, I actually had to walk back through the sin part. I was fighting enemies. I was... Oh, that's infuriating. I almost wish I didn't see that. The fact I've had a no encounter. Remember a few, like last part, I was like, yeah, getting a no encounters weapon here is pretty tough. Where'd I get it then? Oh, that stinks. That really stinks. I know I didn't get it from this last part though. But yeah, it is what it is at this point. It's pointless. I will say the thing that sucks is that you get some pretty good weapons here before this final fight. And it's like, wow, I'd love to have these, like, after the fact. But it's like, nah, you don't get them. Like, what's that? I think it's like, Gruntings. Like, that's not too bad. Oh, I forgot. When I get Ascalon? Oh, that might have been... I don't know. Like, I can't remember things. I'm still mad about the... the stupid... Oh, that stupid no encounter is going to bother me. Alright, config. We going to... Actually, no. Last time I hit a ranged, things didn't go out well. So, nah. Alright, I'm delaying the inevitable. Let's just go. Alright, Riku. Alright, we have the team. Cutscene time. It's about to get emotional here.
late, Auron. I know. Hey.
Huh?
You got tall, but you're all bones. You eating right, boy? You've really grown.
Yeah. But you're still bigger.
Well, I am Sin, you know.
That's not funny.
Wow, it's like the commentators watching this video or this series, honestly. That's not funny. Oh, let me not talk over this cutscene right here.
I mean,
Ruining it.
You know. Let's end this.
Dad,
Yeah.
I hate you.
I know. You know what you have to do.
Yeah.
I can't hear the hymn so well anymore. Pretty soon I'm gonna be Sin, completely. I'm glad you're here now. One thing though, when it starts, I won't be myself anymore. I won't be able to hold myself back. I'm sorry.
That's enough! Let's finish this, okay?
You're right. Well then, let's go.
Oh boy. Here's the theme again. It had to come back. This raw design in this raw song. Definitely gonna bob my head over here.
I promise this will be quick.
Give it all you got, Dad.
Hit me with all you got, Dad.
That's not my team I wanted. Oh boy.
I won't lose.
All right. I'm gonna hit it. Okay, what can I do right now? I'm just gonna hit. I'm gonna hit one of these. I really need to get Yoon out of here. Okay. Lulu. Okay, now we're good to go. Don't attack. I think we should be good. I think he's just gonna do power wave for these two. So I'm going to say we are unfortunately doing the strategy I've been doing the past few bit. But it's because this is a really hard fight to beat cheese. Because obviously he has the overdrive. He has 2 forms. And in each of these forms, there are moves that can take your party out in 1 hit. Now I will say, it's not impossible because there is a YouTube video someone did. It was actually like 2 years ago, maybe if even that, where they beat one of like the hardest Final Fantasy X challenges. Like one of those, remember that one in the first part, the NSG, where like no spear grid, no summoning, no items, no like everything? Someone beat this boss with that, and people said for years it was impossible. So it's really crazy, and it is a long video too. So it's like this fight can be beaten non-cheese and in like the hardest conditions possible. Wait a second. Why didn't I just have... Well, it's not going to matter anyway. I was like, why didn't I switch to Khalid Bolg? He has break damage limit. He'd be hitting 99,000 each hit. Obviously, it's not going to matter because the second form, which is why I have Lulu here. I think with Lulu in combination and Riku with the fire gems, it should be enough to take him out. So these next few turns, I gotta be on it. And if need be, I can bring out some Aeons. But I want to try and see if I can get it. Nope. Great. You know what that means? I gotta watch that cutscene again. And I have to do that stupid walking around to get the items garbage again. Great. I love it. Fantastic. Beautiful. Alright, well, I gotta get there. It's gonna take me 18 minutes. God dang! Alright, well, I'll see you in a bit when I get back there. Yay. Oh, okay, we're back. Man, why didn't they add a cutscene skip to this game? I swear, like, oh.
I won't lose.
You better not lose. I ain't trying to do that garbage again. I'm getting mad over here. It's like, oh. I was like, I get a stamina tonic. That's not gonna matter. Okay, I'm gonna do the same thing. Get Lulu out. But this time I'm gonna do a different overdrive. Had to do a little bit of reading to see, get a little thing going on, because this is a pretty tight window how you have to beat this guy. Okay. So let's see if this works. What if I hit the wrong one? It's like, oh, I hit Sunburst again. Alright, time to watch 18 minutes of cutscenes again. Yippee. Ooh, you imagine I missed that? That would have been it right there. Ooh, okay, well, at least somebody died. At least only Lulu died. She can come back. She can be brought back. It's not a big deal. Okay, it is a big deal because he's kind of getting his overdrive soon. It's kind of a worry. Shit, this ain't good. Well, at this point, no ifs, ands, or buts about using. Oh damn! I just thought about it I just thought about it right now. Lou doesn't have. Oh my god. It's over. It's like, what can I do right now? I guess the only thing I can do. Alright, I'm gonna bring out anime to save the day, hopefully. I don't know what his health's at right now, so it's just gonna be a guesstimate where he's at. He's still in the first form. Can I see with anime? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm still gonna do Oblivion. Anime's gonna die, but you know what? Sometimes anime has to make some sacrifices. It only does like 2,000 damage. 100. Oh, okay. Well, he's on the second form, but anime's certainly dead. Now, but even then, now it's really scary because Riku is the only person with trio activated, and I'd have to hit Jack to like 20 times for it to actually do some damage. So I'm not in a good spot. Honestly, I might have to restart again. This is not good. So now if Riku had another extra overdrive, I could hit trio again and then hit something, but nah. Dead. What's gonna happen? Titus has. He's not. They're pretty much dead because right now, none of them have haste. So Jack's gonna get a whole lot of turns. Actually, no, Yuna has haste. She might get a turn. If so, I can bring Riku out. Nope, they're dead. Man, it sucks that even that move, even if you have evading counter on, it does jack. Damn, this is a tough fight. Obviously, it should be. It's the final fight of the game, but I can already tell this is going to be a long recording time. I'm officially at the 37-minute mark, and I barely scratched the surface. Who's gonna be a long night? Okay, so I'm back. Real quick, I just want to give an update. So I did do some changes. One of the bigger changes I did is I gave Yuna another weapon she doesn't have, Nirvana. I gave her a first strike weapon, so now she will have a turn before Sin is gonna get before Braska's final Aeon. So that'll give me an extra turn in there. And just for good measure, I gave Lulu a first strike weapon too. Because I have a lot of return spears I can waste. So yeah, they have a first strike weapon. It's not going to matter in Lulu's case. But for Yuna's in that first turn, it's definitely going to matter. So now, I should be a bit better. So let's watch this cutscene again. There's this long cutscene. Then we'll go again. And hopefully this is it. It comes down to the wire on this fight. I'm just going to say that much. It's going to be a rough one, but we'll see. Alright, here we go. Final time. Alright, let's talk to this dude. Alright, here's Yuna. Gonna take her out. Okay, first strike already. Already off to a good start already with that first strike on. Because now we're gonna have the Chocobo Wing. give us extra turns. I'm gonna take Auron out, bring Lulu, have her defend. I'm gonna hit Trio. Okay, and now we're gonna hit Slice and Dice. With this, he's gonna have 6,000 health left. Then I'm gonna bring out Yuna again. I'm gonna bring Yuna out. Then I'm gonna have her use no Aeon. It's gonna kill. It's gonna get into the second form, and that's when we're gonna bring back out Lulu and try and finish it off. Now that's where it's gonna get scary. I'm gonna have to spin this control like I've never spun it before, because it's gonna get very scary. Okay. And I'm gonna hit Valefor's Overdrive. It's gonna do 9,000. As you can see, shit, was it? Alright, Energy Blast. Yeah, that's the better one. Okay, I was scared. It's like, this Energy Ray or Blast? I haven't used Valefor in a good bit. Oh, it did way more than 9,000. I forgot. Valefor's a beast now. He's evolved. It's like a Pokemon. Once you were this, now you're that. Okay, now he's gonna die. So Valefor's gonna die. But with that, I'm gonna bring back out the squad. Riku's gonna hit some of her elemental gems. And then I'm gonna have to hit Lulu's Overdrive. So pretty much, Valefor's only purpose right now is, one, he took out the first form, but it's to just die. So now when we come back out, we can just start going in. Okay. Fire Gem. Okay. I gotta spin this as fast as possible. Like, I've never spun it before. That might not be enough. It might not be enough. Yes! Okay, it was. Woo! Okay. Now, the reason why I was freaking out there, that you have to be careful. You can see he had like 80,000 health left. So the guide I was using said, and this is pretty much why I got how I won this fight, is that you have to be very specific in like the turns. The turns come down to like one turn will decide everything. You see how just giving Yuna that first strike weapon changed everything. But if you don't get enough turns in Lulu's Overdrive, the next turn you're dead. Because I believe the guide said if you only get 7, he'll have 12 HP left, but he has a turn immediately following Lulu's, and it's the one that just wipes out the party in one. So yeah, I will say from this point on, we are good to go. And I'll explain it once we get there. So now it's gonna be just a cutscene barrage, but you know, I will accept that because the worst part is over.
You'll cry. You're gonna cry. You always cry. See? You're crying.
Cinematic tears.
I
hate you.
Dad.
That was a big budget for those tears. They spent a lot of money on that.
Save it for later.
Right. We've got a job to do, don't we?
Good. That's right. You are my son, after all.
You know, for the first time, I'm glad to have you as my father.
Subject. I should...
No! Yuna! There's no time!
You stay away!
Yuna, you know what to do. The Aeons!
We Aeons.
Call them!
Call us.
Yeah, we get the point, kid. We heard Jack say it. Damn. That nigga owed me $5.
Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, no.
Here it comes.
Either that made it in or didn't. Oh, boy. Good going, John. You ruined an emotional scene. The entire game was leading up to that scene and that moment and that character moment for Tidus, and I just butchered it. Baby, get the dope version of the Hymn of Faith again. It's like, I want this version where it's all like got that weird reverb and echo. We got this theme though. This theme's raw. Oh, and this is the saddest part of the game. We gotta take out all the Aeons. We worked so hard to get. We gotta take them out. And that's why I said, it might have been part 20. I don't know what part specifically, but I mentioned, you know, actually getting all the Aeons in the game makes this part a bit harder. And a bit longer because we have to fight now. We have to fight, Yojimbo. We gotta fight Anima. We gotta fight the Mage's Sisters. So, yeah. And hey, it's their Dark Aeon version, though it's not as hard. But the thing I said is, like, the reason why I'm not worried now is, you'll see over their heads, they have auto life. So from this point on, there is no way for me to ever die. You are pretty much guaranteed to beat this game regardless, because you're good to go. Now, the only thing that can happen is if you're not prepared, you actually could be soft locked out of beating the game. Just in how the final boss plays out. But I mentioned it, I think I got the item back in Mount Gagazat, the caves. That there's an item I got there that I was like, this is important to beat the game. Like, if you don't get this, you cannot finish this game. Well, you probably could finish it like through other means, but yeah, you need to get it. Obviously, if you're playing a regular game, there's a lot of other methods. Like, by this point, if you're playing a regular, you'd have the ultimate weapons. You'd probably be hitting like 30,000 damage, maybe even 50,000 each hit, regardless. So you'd be set. I kind of want to get Yuna and Lulu out. We got to get the squad that's been here for the whole game. The original trio. And as you can see, they're not going to hit them because their speed's too low. You see that text at the top is all sad? It's like, extinguish me. It's like, oh, Snoop. R.I.P. Snoop. R.I.P. Vale, if I didn't get to say it. R.I.P. Vale. Oh my. Oh, why did I name him Vale Kilmer? Vale Kilmer. Val Kilmer. Oh, dang it. It's too late. I hate that. I'm happy I I thought that up on camera, so I wasn't editing, and I was like, hey, wait a second. Val Kilmer. Or Vale Kilmer. Oh, well, that's always for another playthrough, another day. When I do a legit no spear grid run. No trio. But that ain't happening. Probably for a bit. This is a long run. And we gotta take Bojack out. End it right here. Oh. Back in the 90s, he was in a very famous TV show. And now he's been canceled. What a sad ending to this game. It's like, I'll hear your companions who you've been fighting alongside through thick and thin. Alright, we gotta take them all out individually. And they all have, like, sad messages accompanying them. It's like, why'd I have to name them? Now it's even harder. I gotta take Slurpees out. It's like, oh. It's like, rest in peace, Bojack. I'm about to say rest in peace to some Slurpees. Possessed by you, Yevon. What's her say? Please defeat me. Damn, these are sad. You know what? I always forget that there's that top text there, because you know what? Even though I beat the game recently, I feel like because like I'm powered up, I can just hit attack and like they're dead in one hit, so I never really get to read them. But now having the time to like read these, it's like, man, it adds way more emotional weight to this this part. Oh, I gotta save him for last. I gotta save Debo for last. I can't take him out right now. And unfortunately, I'm sorry anime fans. I gotta take anime out. You know what? It lived a good run. You know, we got some classics out of it. We got some good shows. We got some good moments. But you know what? Anime's it's hit its prime. It's Amazon Prime. No. It was a bad joke, but it ain't that bad. Also, you do not know how careful I was to not hit A. I had to make sure, alright, B. But even then, it's like, shit, does B also close it? That was a scary joke. That was the scariest joke in this entire run. Because I legit could have hit close and had to redo all this again. It's like, geez. Sometimes I go too far. I got Mr. Krabs. I didn't even use this guy once. I legit did not summon Yojimbo once this entire run. Well, honestly, like, I don't really use Yojimbo a lot, even in like the regular game. Like, he's cool, but he's only really usable if you have a lot of money. Like, once you get the weapon that lets you get a lot of gil, where you're starting getting into like the millions, yeah, I'll use him. But it's like, because then it's like you can kind of cheese fights. You can just get Zanmato, which I might not have mentioned before, but I'll say it again. Yojimbo has a move called Zanmato, and it's a one-hit take my life. Damn. Damn, that's really brutal. But no, Yojimbo has a move called Zanmato, and it's a random move you can get just from giving him gil, and it is a one-hit kill. And I mean one-hit kill to any enemy in the game. So, I'm talking, you can fight Penance, the hardest boss in this game. You can hit him with a Zanmato and it'll take him out. Now, obviously, that's the super cheese. You know, I've been saying, like, you know, Trio's cheese. Now, Zanmato is cheese. It's Swiss. It's got, super cheese right there. Like you like it does. It's too good. But we did not touch Yojimbo, or Mr. Krabs as I called him. Did I say R.I.P. Mr. Krabs? You know, just take that out. Don't. Forgot I said that. I forgot I had to spend a lot of money to get him. You know, I was broke for a good bit after getting Yojimbo. I didn't like that. I may have been at the end game, but it's like, you know, I like having some money on me. And the Major Sisters, actually, they did come in clutch. You know, they're the reason I got past Sin on the airship. They came in clutch those 2 fights. They put in work. Honestly, every Aeon in this game put in work except Mr. Krabs. Not Fire Gem. Actually, I'm gotta say goodbye. Damn, why did I look so sad? I kind of want to get Riku her overdrive, so I'm gonna let them hit her. Wrong person. But auto life. So yeah, like I said, this part of the game, it is impossible to lose. It's not even worth like doing that. Like, what's the point? Actually, maybe I should, because now I gotta have that stupid. Oh shoot, that actually might have been a mistake, because now. Well, actually, if it is a mistake where, like, actually the shining gem's gonna be the reflect, it's like, well, you know what, I can always hit a trio and just hit her with a physical, or hit a sunburst. Honestly, a sunburst will do the job. I really wanted the overdrive for the last fight, just to have it just in case. Actually, where's it at? Blessed Gem. You know what? I have these. Don't cry. Stop, game. Stop the suffering. Woo. God dang. I'm gonna hit a grenade just to be safe. Let me see. Alright, okay. Should be fine, hopefully. I should know this. It's like, you know, does reflect affect anything that Riku throws? So I don't know. But we'll find out right now. Nice hit. Oh no, we're good. Alright, Cindy's dead. 8,000 exact. Perfect. Alright. There goes the Major Sisters. But unfortunately, you know what that means. You know who is coming up next. The Aeon that has undoubtedly been the hero of this entire run. The Aeon I have called to more than anybody. The one that has put in so much damage throughout this entire run. The man, the myth, the legend. Debo. It's like, I gotta save the best for last. Yeah, they were Aeon stronger than him, but it's like, nah. Debo came in clutch too many fights. He's got the legendary status. Soon, eternal rest. You have a great nap, Debo. Dang, I really forgot about all that text at the top. This moment is way more raw than I remembered. I forgot about that text at the top. That's kind of like let us end it now, where it's like all dark. It's like, damn. But here we are. We are at the final thing with one of the third rawest tracks in this game. I know I said it about 100 tracks already, but for real, this final boss theme is nasty. It's so good, and I was always so sad that you never get to hear it long because you just destroy this boss instantly.
This is the last time we fight together.
Oh, it's fading in.
Okay?
Huh?
What I'm trying to say is, after we beat you, Yevon, I'll disappear.
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Woo! I love this theme so much. This final boss theme is so good.
I'm saying goodbye.
Not now.
I know
No, it's selfish, but this is my story.
This is my story.
And here we go. The thing that has caused all the struggles and spirit over the years. You, Yevon. There he is. That is what has been causing everything in this world, is this small ass tick spider. And I remember for the longest time, people were like, man, this is the wackest final boss in Final Fantasy history. And I was in agreement with that too. I was like, what is this final boss? It's like you, Yevon's just like tiny bug, and you have auto life, so you can't die. All right, we'll recruit quick before it. Like I said, the item that you need to beat him. So I believe I still have it. Hopefully I do. Star Curtain. All right, we're good to go. So right now I casted Reflect, so anytime we attack him, he's just gonna cast Cure on us. So we're good. He now has nothing he can do to us. So as I was saying, like when I first played it, and like for a few good years after it, I was just like, man, it kind of sucks. You know, the fight's easy, the boss is all small. But then kind of after just over time, just playing the game way more, and kind of looking more into this, like what they're trying to tell with this, and kind of what they're trying to show with this kind of approach to it. And for me, what I took from it, and it's probably a different interpretation, but the interpretation that I always used for over time was that the point of it was that this wasn't supposed to be like the super crazy boss. This is more of just like the, wait, I casted Reflect on you. You should have not done that. What? I'm trying to have my poignant final thought, and you're ruining it. I forgot. I think when I do the thing, it like throws it off. Listen, he keeps doing it. I'm about to hit him with something bad. He keeps acting up. This is what's supposed to happen right there. Beautiful. But I think when he hits the power wave, it undoes it, unfortunately. Things are slow. But no, to finish my thought, I keep getting interrupted. But just that the point of this fight wasn't that it was going to be the big bad thing, and that the thing that everything was like leading up to this game, that the big bad guy is just this. Like I felt like obviously it's intentional, and that it has more of a story reason that at this point you've already kind of fought the final boss with Braska's final Aeon. Like, you know, Tidus finally kind of came to terms with his father, and this one the Aeons are done in. All right, that's it. I'm getting annoyed now. I'm about to cheese this fight. I'm just get Tidus his overdrive. No, I don't have time for it. That's it. We ain't. Actually, shit. I should heal first, because it's like We about to lose. But no, over time I didn't mind this final boss. It's kind of looking at it more from a storytelling perspective, in that it's not supposed to be a hard boss. It's supposed to be more of like a reflection, more than anything. That this is the thing that everyone was worrying about. But I was like, man, the only thing I would say is like, man, it kind of sucks this final fight isn't like super crazy, because like this theme would work in some of the rawest Final Fantasy bosses. Like you look back at some previous games, it's like, man, this thing would fit in perfectly there. It's like, you know, I wasn't trying to do this, but I guess in the end, we're all just a bunch of cheese here. It's a cheese factory. So they all die. Well, actually, one thing I can do is this gonna... Is he gonna get a turn? Just for safety, I'm gonna hit a Mega Potion. I don't want them to die. Mostly Orin. Yeah, they would have died from that. What? Actually, it's pretty much gravity, so it would have been fine. Yeah, this fight's going way longer than I thought. It's unfortunately going a bit longer than I expected. But no, this fight theme is great. And over the years, I kind of came to terms with it. That yeah, it's not the hardest Final Fantasy boss, but you know, it wasn't really trying to be that. But yeah, with this is gonna be it. This is the final one. This is the final move of the game right here. Get ready. Perfect. Wait. Supposed to be brick damage limit. Wait, no, that's whack. No. That was supposed... But he has Masamune. That's... I don't even know anymore. What's happening? Alright, well, I guess Riku's got to end it off. But you know what? If someone's going to end off this run, the only person that seems right to end it off is Riku. Oh no, my MP. Now what am I gonna do? Oh boy, now I'm in trouble. Even with that Osmosis Jones move right there. But yeah, this is it right here. She has 2 turns coming up. This is it. There it is. That's the run right there. That is the challenge. That was officially the last move of the game. Riku finished off the run. Do you know what? I kind of like that. You know, at first it's going to be kind of like, it was going to be Tidus with like Blitz Ace. And I thought it was going to be Orin with the Overdrive, but then it wasn't. So you know what? I'm pretty glad it was Riku to end it off, because it makes the most sense. The character who pretty much made this run possible in the first place, ending it off. Ooh, nice. Nice, nice, nice. What's this time on this one? Right? Oh man, it's a long recording. I don't know what it's looking like on the video on your end, but I will just say I'm about 90 minutes into this recording. I've been here for a good minute. Oh boy, and we're not done yet. We got this ending. We got the credits. Besaid. The Blitzball buddies. Remember Blitzball? I don't want to. Yeah! Sin dead. That means more Blitzball. And there goes Gata. So had I did that choice in Mushroom Rock during Operation Mihin where you let one of them, like Luzu live, you let Gata go, it would just be switched here. But like I said, I always pick Gata, because I feel like at least he has like a chance after this. But like I said, there's that switch there. If you have Luzu there, then you gotta get that like double-edged sword. Like dang, he's let 2 people under his command die. But like I said, both choices are really good. It's just different approaches in there. Macon, how did this dude get to Besaid? Actually, that's my question. Cause the last time we saw him, he was in like the Calmlands. No, he was in Mount Gagazet. How did this dude walk from Mount Gagazet all the way back to Besaid? Like, I have questions. This dude's walking. Like, this dude walked through the Thunder Plains. He walked through Calmlands. He walked through Jose. It's too late now. But yeah, all the Aeons are now going to sleep. Got Val Kilmer here. Vale 4 since... now that kind of sucks. I wish I went that name. That would have been a really good one. But, you know, the Vale 4 pun's not bad. And there's my boy, Debo. And there's Prototype Y, who actually, I don't even know who that is. Who is that? I legit don't know. I think I added that. Someone added that on my friends list when I wasn't home. It's like, who is it? I don't know who that is, but you ain't my boy. And we get to hear, of course, Hymn of Faith one last time. When will she stop dancing? Why must she keep dancing? Oh, and is this the sad one here?
Don't stop.
Like, you thought Debo was my boy? Nah, Orin. My favorite character in the entire game.
It's all right.
Is he gonna hit Lulu on the titties? Oh no.
It's been long enough.
And also, this cutscene looks way cooler if you have the ultimate weapon. It feels complete.
This is your world now.
Now he's off to the world of Kingdom Hearts 2. Olympus Coliseum. Oh, here we go. Get the tissues ready. the creepy stone statue thing. They forgot to mention when they showed it earlier on. The blitzball water. Waxing all the dreams of the faith. That's the dream Xanarkin. Which means, unfortunately, he just has to go.
I have to go. I'm sorry I couldn't show you Xanarkin. Goodbye.
Hey! We're gonna see you again!
That's a really cool shot right there. That's a really good shot. That's a wallpaper right there. Hey, the squad. That's still a really good cinematic. Man, whoever did the directing on these cinematics, they did an incredible job. Like obviously, even in like in the PS1s when they started doing it, like with Final Fantasy 7 when they had its cinematics, but like, honestly 8's when it started, cause 7. Like, yeah, they look fine now. Obviously, they're really dated. But, like, 8's really when it's, like, looked really good.
Yuna, it's time.
But like, with this game, it's like movies now. Like, they did a really good job on these cinematics. Like, oh, God, the Switch keeps ruining it. Like, they're all pretty beautiful. The shot composition's great. Like, they're all still really good. They're still standouts.
Everyone has lost something precious. Everyone here has lost homes, dreams, and friends.
I lost my car keys.
Everybody? Now, Sin is finally dead.
Yes,
now,
he's dead. Unless you listen to the Final Fantasy X bonus audio. Oh my. Ooh, I'll get there. Ooh, I'll get to that.
Now we can make new homes for ourselves and new dreams. Although I know the journey will be hard, we have lots of time. Together, we will rebuild Spira. The road is ahead of us, so let's start out today. one more thing. The people and the friends that we have lost. No dreams that have faded. Never forget them.
And of course, it has to end off on pretty much the theme of the game. Alright, I'm not gonna sing it, obviously. Low battery, you know it came at a good time. Yeah, that's the game. Sound producer and music, Nobuo Uematsu. Incredible job. Character designer, Tetsuya Nomura. Top of the line character design. Scenario, great. Where's it at? Where's the dude who did those cinematics at? All these people did a great job. This is still a great game. I know this game gets a lot of... Alright, Hiroshi Kuwabara. Hey, fantastic job. Also, Junya Nakano and Masashi Hamazu. This soundtrack, it's up there for me in terms of Final Fantasy soundtracks. In terms of like the top, it's really good. The Nubo ones obviously are gonna probably be before it, but there's some really good songs in this game. But yeah, this game, it's always over time gotten this kind of bad rap, and I feel of now, and I do love to see it, is that this game is really starting to kind of get more appreciation. People are now kind of coming back to it like, no, this is a good game. Like, the gameplay and the battle system was really good. The music's fantastic. Obviously, it's where the story comes in, where people are still like, it's the weakest part. And I can't agree to a certain degree. The story does have some weak moments, and there's obviously some really funny dialogue and different things like that. But honestly, I can kind of appreciate it. I will say it is probably a bias. You know, this is a game I played when I was very young. And it's one I obviously have a lot of nostalgic feelings towards. So obviously that's going to cloud a lot of my judgment there. But even looking at it outside of that fact, I think if I was to still play this game now, without any of that context of playing it back in the day, I think there's still a lot that I would really enjoy with it. I think the story still has a lot of really good things with it. I think the characters in it are great. And just kind of like the way it builds throughout the game, it's really natural, it's really cool. The gameplay, obviously, top of the line. This is still probably my favorite battle system of any of the Final Fantasy games. Like, I love this system. It's great. It adds this whole different element to it, kind of having more of this planning behind it. And I think it's really, really good. And, dang, this Switch really dying. But yeah, I really, really enjoy this game. I love this game. And I'm not afraid to say it. But you know, to talk a little bit now about the run. Now, obviously, it changed a lot from where it started. Obviously, in the beginning, it was pretty solid of just, all right, we're not going to touch Trio. We're not going to touch Spear Grid. Obviously, I used the Spear Grid for Titus. I know there's the last part, you know, let me get back to Titus, but I used the Spear Grid to get Flea to make things a little faster, which did help. And obviously near the end, by the end, I was pretty much using Trio in almost every battle. And it's a mixture of getting this the legit way and doing it the strategies that I probably could get it without Trio. Really hard, really long. And it's like, no, I want to get through the challenge. And yeah, the great casting, James Arnold Taylor is Titus, Hetty Burris, Yuna, John DiMaggio, Waka Kimari, Quentin Flynn, Saru, Corey Burden. There's some good voice acting in this game. But yeah, obviously the challenge, you know, I in a challenge perspective of it, I'd say it's like half I did it, half I didn't. There were still a lot of really hard spots in this challenge. There's a lot of spots I was really happy with. I'd say near the end is where I started kind of cheesing it a bit, but even then, you know, I don't mind. It was still a fun challenge. It was a way of playing the game that I hadn't really played before. I had tried it over the few years, but I never actually got a complete run in. And I will say, you know what? I got a complete run in with this. So, you know, in that aspect, I'm pretty happy with it. You know, it has been a long time playing this game. Very long. I started recording this back in December. I recorded like a huge chunk of it in December, a huge chunk in January. And it started kind of near the end, started getting more into like a recording weekly again with this. So I've really been with this game for like almost half of a year. So it's been pretty great to kind of see this game come to the end of the road on it. And I will say, this has actually been a really fun series to do. In the beginning, I was ecstatic playing this. I was so excited to record and just everything. And, you know, it stayed throughout. There was never a point where I was like, man, this sucks. And like, oh, I got to record. This is more like, all right, I got to record. All right, cool, let's get in there. It's been a really great series. And, you know, I will say, I hope you've come along with the ride. Even if you didn't finish all of it. Obviously, I don't expect someone to sit down and watch the whole thing. It's like 26 to almost 30 hours. But if you stuck around for a little bit, you know what, I really appreciate it. I hope you found some enjoyment of this, whether it be from like a part here and there, a little segment or whatever. Even if it helped you in doing your own No Spear Grid run, or you want to try it on your own, like, you know what, that's great there too. Like that's one of the things I do love with the playthroughs, is kind of just being able to play like all the way through and all this and that. It's always been pretty fun doing those over the years. I think we've got one more thing, and then I have one other thing to say. Oh, that was kind of scary. What these want me out of? I don't know. Well, actually, I do know. But I'll say that for a later date. The end. That's it. That is the game. With the fantastic 2 Xanarkin theme playing. But, I did say there was one other thing that I wanted to say with this. And that was that I've kind of come to a point, and I kind of figured this even from the beginning of this playthrough, and kind of even halfway, getting close to the end, I kind of figured, you know what, it probably is going to be it. I will say, this is going to be the big bombshell. This was my final video game playthrough for YouTube. So now, this doesn't mean like this is the last video I'm doing, obviously, for YouTube. I'm still going to be doing videos. But in terms of doing a long, like, let's play kind of style playthrough and kind of like playing through a whole game from start to finish in like an edited form like this was the last one. And it's down to a few reasons. Mostly for me, you know, back in the day, the playthroughs are something I really enjoyed to do. And this one, like I said, it was really fun to do. But what kind of interests me more in like the videos I want to do in the future are kind of less of the playthroughs. I'd rather do more edited kind of videos and series than this. Obviously, I would probably move, if I was going to do playthroughs, I would move them more to Twitch. More streaming, more casual, less kind of recording and all that. But for YouTube, this was the final one. And I kind of figured, you know what, this is a big one. Kind of like starting off, like I started off with the Impractical playthrough, at least. This, the first one I did on this channel was Dead Rising. And going even back in the day, the first one I did was like New Super Mario Brothers Wii. But I felt, you know what, my history of Final Fantasy X, this seemed like the biggest one to go big, go home. This is a challenge I've had in my mind since like 2006, 2007. And I'm happy that I finally have done it. It's been a really fun one. And, you know, I do, if I have an idea for an Impractical playthrough, I will want to try it again. Obviously, it'll go to Twitch, but I would still love to do the kind of challenge playthrough. Those are really fun. But, yeah, this was it for my, I guess you could say, let's play era and playthrough era. But you know what? If I'm going to go out in Final Fantasy X, this is certainly a game to go out on. So thank you. Thank you everybody for watching. For the last time, I'm John, GWC. And it's been a pleasure.